world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack.
You mean me?
With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job. I told him not to mention my name. You know, I want to keep it secret. As you know, I don't like, publicity. That's why I don't even open my camera. So I told Trump before he go live, don't mention it. Like Rubio, I don't trust him to talk, you know. I told him, don't let Rubio, because Rubio, he will say Christian friend, you know. I told him, don't, Rubio, no, you don't make speech. Only Trump, you know. I don't trust Rubio, because he's very, like, friendly, you know, he's very friendly. You know, like sometimes, like once he was making a secret meeting, he says, we have a very well-known secret agent in the Middle East. His name is a Christian prince. I'm not supposed to tell you his name, and I will not tell you his name. Since then, I can trust what he say. So I told Trump, you make the speech, bingo, you know. So thank you, yeah. And now, the stupid Iranian regime, they are claiming that none of this happened. They are claiming that he did not destroy anything. We took everything off. So you stupid, he will attack you again. If this is true, you stupid, you should say, yeah, you attack us. You should say, yeah, you know, stupid. This guy, he was killed, I think today or yesterday, I forgot. This guy is the one behind October 7. He is in charge of so-called Palestinian division. Palestinian division. How long Iranian missiles last? We don't know, you see, because, you know, those who they are in the office, they have information we do not know. For us, you know, we collect information from here and there. It can be true, it can be false. Like they say to you, Iran, they have 2,000 ballistic missiles. But I don't believe those, you know, published in the news. I will believe only if the news is coming from secret meeting, like Netanyahu and his intelligence, which will not be announced anyway. So all of those information you hear in the news, nobody knows. However, time will tell. If they have still a lot, they will be able to shoot a lot. But as we see, as we notice, every day the number is getting lower and lower and lower. And now Trump, he made it clear. If you don't stop, we are going to hit you again. So now USA is not waiting for decision. The waiting period for the American to involve is not there. So if they don't stop, the American, they will hit. I mean, the Israeli alone, you see, actually, if you ask me, I wish Israel finished everything by themselves because I wanted the Israeli to keep history or victory under their names alone. Because it's amazing that small, tiny nation, you know, Iran is 75 times bigger than this nation. Still, they can wipe the floor with this army and regime everywhere. Iran is massive. It's not like Israel. You know, you can drive all of Israel in 3 hours. But Iran is a different story. So for those Israeli to be able to cover all this massive land, targeting, watching, searching, looking, hiding targets, secret target is really a massive operation. Still, they were able to do it. Now, we can say for sure the Americans are helping them with information, but until now, until today, the only one is doing everything is the Israeli. And that alone is a victory. And that will give a great example for the enemy of Israel in the future that you play with us, you will pay. What happened today is great for the future. All the enemy of Israel, they have to count to 1 billion, not to 10, before they attack Israel again. So it's not only just literally a victory, it's an example of those terrorists that when you attack the Israeli, you will face your destiny. Look what they have done. Hezbollah don't even dare to fart. Like, where is Hezbollah, the heroes? They don't even dare to say a word. Here we go. They hit, they destroyed, they did everything. Hezbollah, inshallah, we are going to join Iran. Ya Ali, you Ali potato tomato, where are you? A bunch of rabbits. The Houthi, he said, the Houthi, just a few hours ago, he said, if USA attack Iran, he will start attacking American ships again. I hope so. So they can wipe the floor with you, you son of Muta. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. A bunch of savage. They take a shower once every 10 years. And then a female pilot, she have her lipstick, she wipe the floor with them. You know? By the way, any one of you don't know how to say the word lipstick like me? Ask Trump, he will tell you. Like he told me that my wife, she love it when you say lipstick. I said, why? I said, I don't know. She said it's magical. Yeah, but he asked me to keep it secret. That's why I told you. True story, by the way. Yeah. And yeah, that reminded me of Ukraine. I guess the Ukrainians now are so happy for this filthy regime. Send thousands of drones to kill civilians in Ukraine. You are being punished for your crime, you filthy. Let us see now who is going to help you. Putin is watching you. China don't know you. Where is Putin? In fact, Putin today, he took all, actually from last night, he took all his employees who work in the nuclear facility out of all nuclear facility of Iran. Which means already he knew the American they will hit or the Israeli and he will not involve. So he said, let me save the ass of my people. I mean, they are going to become shish kebab either by the American or by the Israeli. And we know that he will not dare to do anything. He don't dare. Do he? So Iran, just a few months ago, they signed a defense agreement, a military agreement with Russia. Just, I think, 3 months ago. Potato. Run away, run. Right? Yeah. Uh, let us see if there's a new update. I know many of you is upset because Trump did not mention my name, but it's okay. He's like my little brother. I forgive him. He's young. I mean, this is why he wear a red hat. You see, red hat, red tie, blue suit. That is a clear sign of somebody is so young, you know? I'm telling you. Like red hat, red tie, red socks, red underwear. I don't know about his underwear, but we can ask his wife. I'm just assumption. Prophet Muhammad told me. Trump. I mean, do you need to bring the whole team with you? You guys don't have no job. Shouldn't you be in the office and he in the office and this guy, the foreign minister, in the office? Why you all of you coming together? And why GD Vance is looking at you in the back of your head? There is something wrong in your hair. And Rubio is looking at the floor. Look, what is in the floor? Now the Iranian, they will make news about it. There was a mosquito on the hair of Trump, and GD Vance was saying how I can kill it. And now they will accuse the Iranian regime that they are the one who sent the mosquito. And Rubio is saying, now Trump is saying we destroyed their facility. He's lying. In fact, we destroyed nothing. It was just a movie. In reality, they have everything still there. And the proof, Iranians said. Oh boy. All right. We are happy. And you know, by the way, until now, I don't know why the Israeli did not hit the electric grid of Iran. Because if you want the people to revolt, you have to give them a reason, big reason to revolt. Like when people, they have no electricity for a week, 2 weeks, a month, they will go crazy, you know. I mean, Iran is very hot. It's very hot. Let me ask one of my secret agents. I call him Jimmy, you know, Jimmy. What is the temperature in the capital of Iran, Tehran?
The temperature in Tehran, Iran, currently is 80 degrees.
All right. Later is going to be 97. And we are just in June. And there's some areas is way more hot, actually, you know. So you can imagine if they have no electricity, you know, no electricity, I mean, food will be damaged, etc. People will go crazy. You want people to go in the street? Even the one who don't care, if you have no electricity, he will go crazy, you know. Yeah. If I am in charge, guys, should I say if I am? Secretly, I am in charge. But this Netanyahu, he's not listening. I told him, you do it. He said, later, you know. I mean, when later? You should do it now. But anyway, what you can do. I will remind Trump about it, so we will see, you know. Yeah. Yeah, because if you take the electricity, water pumps will not work. You know, water, which mean, I mean, you, excuse my language, you do your poo-poo, it stay there, you know. Like you go to your bathroom, you look, my poo-poo is there. You come back after 2 hours. More poo-poo is there. You come back after 10 hours. Oh, the whole family poo-poo is there. And it's piling up, you know. So even if you don't care for politics, cutting off the electricity will cut water. Refrigerator will not work, light will not work, internet will not work, cell phone will not work. The country will be in chaos, and then you will collapse the regime. So they should do it. I hope the Israeli, they will do it, you know. And then if the Israeli did it, I will sing like the song, the famous songs, "This is how we do it," you know the song. Prophet Muhammad says, sit down, act differently. Hey, listen, Iranian, keep acting differently than the Jews. The Jews are smart. They make weapon nobody have. You make weapon, they fall down on top of your head. I saw the video. You shoot the missile go down. Bingo. And then they claim that those are the Israeli Mossad is the one who shot the missiles. True story. You know, like Hamas, they make rockets. They shoot them. They come down. They come back. You see, the rocket love you. Like you shoot it, the rocket don't want to go. Come back to you. And then they claim that the Jews are killing their civilians. There's a like a spiritual connection between the rockets of those Hamas and Shia of Iran, and in the rocket, you know, like, don't let me go, please, you know. Yeah. And you want to fight Israel? Okay, deal with it. Death to America, death to Israel. This is what you got from your stupidity. They have a sign. They have a sign in Tehran. I showed it to you before. A countdown of destruction of Israel. So, you know, you do not need to convince the American that you are stupid and evil. You're stupid. Right? Let me see if I can find I will look for it. Tehran. Here we go. Yeah. This is a sign in the middle of Tehran. What is the sign saying? And this is like when the news, you know, this is 2017, but the sign is still until now there. So already those 800,000 days is gone, almost. So they are preparing, they are counting how many days left for their nuke to be ready so they can kill the Jews. Those people, they have mental issue. You see here, let me see if I can find you the picture. Hey, don't show me this stupid sucker Carson. Scumbag. Shut up. Shut up. So here you see, it says left before destruction of Israel. They have a mental issue. Their hate is their enemy. They cannot live in peace. And you know, hate is like poison. Hate is a poison. It killed the one who have it in his heart before it killed the enemy. So instead of using their resource to make their country a better country, they have a lot of resource, oil, uranium, many, magnesium, you name it. And instead of using their resource to live and let others live, they want to kill. In fact, they are using Israel as a reason to spread Shiaism in Muslim Sunni countries so they can control all the Middle East. Israel is just, let us say, an appearance motive for something behind. Like how I can get the support of all those Muslim Sunni. Israel. If I say I want to kill the Arab, they will hate us. But the fact they hate the Arab. If we say we want to kill the Saudi, they will hate me. So I will say, what is the most small, tiny nation in the world, which we can use it as an excuse, and the Muslims, they share their hatred against it. Which one? Israel. The Jews. So they use Israel as a fuel or to refuel their agenda to control the Middle East, spread Shiaism, establish the mullahs. They are ideology the same as the Soviet Union. The difference is this is Shia ideology based on Allah said, Muhammad said, Imam Hassan says, Imam Hussein says, Ya Ali, you know. You don't even know who says. I mean, even the elephant fly for those Shia. So they use Israel as a motive, as refuel to control the Middle East. And then we find that Hamas, who they are very Sunni, even Al-Qaeda, by the way, were protected by Iran. So they used them, in case you do not know, the first center for the Muslim Brotherhood, which is an Islamic Sunni organization, terrorist organization. Al-Qaeda is born of it. ISIS born of it. All those terrorist groups are born of that organization. Muslim Brotherhood. The first center for the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, which means in the world, was bought and donated by Iran. So the Iranian regime, or the mullahs, they were preparing how they can penetrate the system, how they can make the Sunni a tool for them. So they can take over Egypt, they can take over, they try to take over Saudi Arabia. We made a video before, I don't know how many of you watch it. The Saudi, the reason they announced Muslim Brotherhood to be a terrorist organization, because they discovered that this organization were preparing to take over the country. They want to kill the king, the crown prince, and take over. The same is in Kuwait, the same as in Emirat. They took over already Egypt, actually, at that time. In the time of Obama, if you remember. So when the Saudi discovered this, and this is all, by the way, by the help of Iran, they start arresting them all over, in Emirat, in Saudi Arabia, in Bahrain. There was we can say 70% of the ministers of Saudi Arabia, they were Muslim Brotherhood. Imagine. Until now, more than 80% of the ministers in Kuwait are Muslim Brotherhood. Until now. In Emirat was the same. In France, there is more than 10,000 Muslim Brotherhood school. 10,000. In fact, the Macaroni guy, the one who keep attacking Israel, the stupid, he announced that the Muslim Brotherhood is dangerous for France. Now, you remember, you idiot? Now, they are everywhere. So the plan is, Iran is sponsored this group, but this group is under the command of Iran. They establish the Iranian Shia, Hezbollah. They have branches in Venezuela. They have branches in Argentina before the new president. You remember when the Hezbollah, they killed more than 200 Jews in the synagogue? So it's not only about Israel. Look, they went all the way to Argentina. This is how filthy they are. So they could not attack Israel. They could not make victory against the real army. So what they do? They go and attack a synagogue at the end of the world in Argentina. And more than 200 Jews killed in 5 seconds. And now, actually, I warn all Israeli. Those filthy Shia, they will target you. They could not beat you at war. They will try to beat you by terrorism. I warn you. All Jews around the world, even American, you better be careful. Those are cowards. They are snakes. They could not fight you at war. They will try to beat you by terrorism. Like, you know, if you go to Thailand, I see videos sometime in Thailand. You will see how those Jews, they go to Thailand and he's wearing his hat. Why you wear the hat? So they will know that you are a Jew. Why you are doing that? So you will be an easy target? So all the Israeli around the world, they have to be vigilant, Very careful. This is a very sneaky, filthy sect of Islam, the Shia. Terrorism is a practice of godly act for them. It's not an act of what you think like bad. No, this is like a holy act. But we know it's a holy shit. Excuse my language. Where was the video of Trump? Here? All right. So you better be careful because they will seek revenge. You wipe the floor with them. And I'm very sure they would do it. All right? So be careful with your, with your synagogue. Soft target, watch for them. Women, children, they are filthy. We know them. This is what they did in Lebanon. This is what they did in Syria. This is what they do everywhere. So you better be careful. I was going to make my videos about Islam, but the topic changed. But I'm so thankful for Trump. I was really upset from him. I start calling him even potato, like potato. What's wrong with you? Wipe the floor with them. But then you see, he noticed I get angry. He said, "No, Christian Prince is angry from me. I better fix it." He took it. He was worried. Because in case you do not know, Trump internet cable come through my house. He don't pay for internet. It's very cheap. So I told him, if you don't attack now, by tomorrow you will have no Netflix, which I don't watch anyway, and no YouTube, and no Truth Social. You can't post there anything. Like, praising yourself, says I'm so good, nobody like me, and blah blah blah. Well, you know what Trump will do? Like, I'm the best in the world. Even my mom, she used to say that. Like, even when I eat only like with my one tooth. I use only one tooth at a time. Yeah. So he said to himself, "Uh-oh, I better fix it," and here we go. He just decided to attack Iran, and the Iranian, they says he did nothing. He did nothing really, and this is their press TV saying that the president of USA claimed. He claimed. You play music, you stupid Iranian regime of Allah? Isn't music is haram, you donkey? Shame on you. US President Trump says country carried out on Iranian nuclear sites in Fordo. I mean, what kind of a name? Fordo? Fordo. Showcase mobile medical unit, which, okay. Medical imaging, what? Me in ICU? You have ICU? You need it. Okay. 100 ton. Okay. And look, they are talking about all the news except the real news. Iran. Potatoes. Let us see. This is their drone. They are advertising for their drone. Suicide drone. You are committing suicide, we know. Breast TV. Well, they will breast you. Not only you will do breastfeeding. Let us see if there's any. Look at this, my future wife. Guys, finally I found her. Hold on, I want to hear your voice. It must be a very sexy voice.
Coverage, and of course,
I know it.
This morning, it's definitely different, as you know, what our colleagues in London have been bringing to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not looking no more. I fell in love from the first burqa. She is so beautiful. I mean, look at her hand. If her hand looked like this, how is her? Sorry, guys, I was eating this falafel. What the heck? Who put you there? What are you wearing? Can you even breathe? And why your teeth are broken? Look, the tooth here is gone. She is safe for marriage, by the way, because she cannot bite properly. All right. I know. Many girls are jealous now, like you will not look at us. After this, who can look at you? You know? And look, she did her eyebrows. Isn't it Muhammad, he says that the one who take her eyebrows here, Allah will curse her or send her to hell? Huh? Shouldn't you keep your mustache? Yeah. Yeah, you have to cover everything because men, they will start masturbating with your beauty. I mean, now nobody will masturbate no more. They call it even master and bait. You know? Bait is a word in Aramaic mean house. Right? So, master, bait. I don't know, English is weird. What does this have to do with this? Huh. Anyway, so now after men, they see you, they won't even think about sex no more. Most of men, their private part will not function no more, like your weapon. Seriously, be honest with you. Isn't the Iranian regime using you as a tactical weapon to stop American and Jews from having babies? So their population will shrink? Isn't it this is what you are doing? So now men, they will not think about sex ever again. They will hate it. And then the population will start decreasing, and then boom, there's no more Israeli, no more Jews, and no more Christians. Yeah, put her pictures in front of me. Thank you, Christian Prince, for putting this in front of us. Yeah. Yeah, well, no, you see, okay. I better change the station. They are bringing people from where? What does have to do with Iran? Hold on. How this black woman, she is speaking in the Iranian, there's no black people in Iran. They are bringing Shia. You see what they are doing? They are bringing Shia. She said from England. She's from England. So you see, they are everywhere. You have to be careful. A black woman, a Shia woman in the Iranian TV. Do you know what the Shia say about black people? Do you know? She's not totally black, by the way. She's like mixed, somehow mixed. Yeah, I can show you, what they say about the black people. You see, if you want to know what the Shia and what the Muslim did to the black people in Iraq, not far away from Persia, search for the revolution of Zinj. Revolution of Zinj. They captured tens of thousands of poor African from Africa. Let me show you. And then those black people who they've been used and abused and raped and tortured, enslaved, they revolt against the Islamic Caliphate. And this is in the year 869 to 883. They killed them all. Only few left. They were, little kids, just to keep them as slaves anyway. But they killed most of the black population in Iraq. Who they are not from there. Those are not Iraqi. Those are not Iraqi. All right? Here you see how those black people, they put them, how they capture them. And those are the Arabian of Allah. You can search and read more about it, so if you like to educate yourself. But history of those evil cult is very evil. Muhammad himself, he owned tons of black slaves. He tortured them, he raped them. And then they say to you that, do you know that Muhammad, he promised Bilal, who is an Ethiopian, to go to heaven? But do you know that Muhammad, he promised everybody who follow him to go to heaven anyway? But yet he keep owning him as a slave. So you will go to heaven but to stay my slave? You will go to heaven, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, I have, this was a very pleasant news for me. We are happy to hear it. And again, personally, I was upset from Trump. But now I have to say, thank you, Trump. I really support you. I know you will not go for election again. But if you go, you can depend on me to support you. All right? We appreciate really what he have done. I was waiting for him. I was wondering why he's not doing it. But I think the whole idea was getting ready because they were maybe expecting some like response from the Iranian. But until now, there's no response. The potatoes don't even dare to respond. Until now. Hezbollah, hold on, let me open some Lebanese news agencies. I will go to the Lebanese forces. Lebanese forces, official. The Lebanese forces are Christian who oppose Hezbollah in Lebanon. Let us see if they have anything. They might be asleep by now, you know, I don't know. We will see the update maybe later. So this is the website of the Lebanese forces. They are happy about the death of this guy. This guy was the terrorist who is the bodyguard of Nasrallah. All right? And the Israeli, yesterday, they made him shish kebab. Man, Israeli, why you did not tell me I want to send letter with him to Nasrallah? Too late now, too late. What we will do, you know? Is that what you do? All right, look like there's nothing new. This is an older church in Lebanon. All right. Yeah. Any news? Any news? Anything? Look how beautiful Christian kids. Here we go. We are in the Middle East. Are we the same? No. Are we? Why it's not opening? Look how Muslim kids celebrate their so-called Eid. And how Christians in the same area, there's like a few kilometers between them. It's like coming from different galaxy. The Muslim kids are being taught how to hate the Jews. We should kill the Jews. Death to America. We want to kill the Christians. Christian kids are being kids. Teaching them how to love everybody, how to be kind, how to be nice, how to be friendly, how to be good. Do you see the difference? When your God is the devil, you act like the devil. As the Lord, he says, from their fruit you shall know them. So we hope that the Israeli will join with the Christians in Lebanon and establish a Christian strong regime. And you call it regime, I don't care. I call it regime because they have to enforce things. And they are a friend to Israel. so both countries they can be free from the garbage of the Islamists like Hezbollah. So Lebanon can go back the way it used to be. Israel never been, and Lebanon, they are not enemies. Here the title says a service mass for the murder who were being killed of the Lebanese forces, and this was done in USA. In case you do not know, the Lebanese forces, the Christian in Lebanon, they paid a very high price fighting the filthy Nasrallah and his gang. A lot of Christians get killed. Let us see if there's any more news. And my stomach is asking me to go and eat. It's your fault, guys. It keep making noise. Trump, Iran, nuclear enrichment, okay, facility completed, it was elaborated, okay. There will either be peace or a tragedy for Iran. You see, we don't want a tragedy for Iran. Let us make it a tragedy for this regime. We don't want tragedy for the Iranian. We want, actually, I wish Trump, he will not stop here. So they keep hitting this regime until it collapses. And then that's it, because they will now, like we have to do this again after 20 years maybe. As long as this filthy regime is still there, they will come back. They are like termite. So you better change the regime, bring the king, the true king of Iran. Whereas this guy, the crown prince, his father passed away already. He is the king of Iran. He lives in USA, he's a friend of USA, he is a friend of Israel. He have no problem to have a very great relationship with Israel. Just put him back. And then the whole drama will finish. And that will impact everywhere. Will fix the problem in Lebanon. Because if there is no Iran Shia regime, there is no Hezbollah in Lebanon. There is no Houthi. All the demon will die.
What is your understanding of what is actually as he believes that the moment is now? He posted this on social media, quote, "The Islamic Republic has reached its end. It is in the process of collapsing. Khamenei, like a frightened rat, has gone into hiding underground and has lost control of the situation. What has begun is irreversible." I spoke with him moments ago, the exiled Crown Prince of Iran. Here's our talk. Crown Prince, thank you very much for joining us at this historic moment in time. It's good to have you with us.
Good afternoon, Martha. Good to be with you as well.
Tell me, first of all, Crown Prince, what is your understanding of what is actually the situation on the ground right now in Iran?
The latest report that we have had, Martha, is that the control apparatus of the regime is almost collapsing. And we see more and more of that sort of reports that are coming to us from personnel within the military or intelligence that says so, that it's really falling apart much faster than it was, let's say, last week. The problem, however, is that the regime has cut off the nation from any communication, internet, and even landlines are down. Families that are trying to figure out what's happening to their loved ones cannot communicate. And I hope that we can overcome this problem very soon so the nation is not detached or unable to communicate.
So do you see why they disconnected the internet? They disconnect so the opposition, who they are led by the Crown Prince or other groups, they will not be able to communicate with the people in the ground. so they will not revolt, hoping that by doing that is going to be more safe. But I saw in the news that Elon Musk, which is very good action he did, he announced that Starlink is going to be open for free for any citizen in Iran. So I don't know if it's working or not. Based on what he is saying, it's not. This is which day? This is in the 19th, 2 days ago. So I don't know. Maybe Starlink of Elon Musk is not working. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Which, as you know, is crucial for anything that needs to be done. The regime is so desperate that it's now taking this initiative to, impede on the process. But I know we will overcome this. It's a big challenge, and my compatriots are extremely resilient. Many of them have stood, in Tehran, besides those who have left the capital city. And their resolve is amazing. Their courage is really amazing. It's a shout out to them that despite all the hardship, they believe that this time victory is near. And we need that courage and that moral support that the world needs to also give us, that this time they're going to be on our side rather than continue thinking that this regime will ever provide a solution. Historic opportunity to put an end to all the problems, not just the nuclear threat, but every other thing that has been associated with this regime ever since it took over. And I think my compatriots have proven that despite the threats, despite the repression, despite being executed, besides being tortured, besides being shot in the eye, they're still in the streets, standing firm, and hopefully at some point the world will say, now it's time for us to step in and allow for this process to take its natural course, help the Iranian people overcome this regime, because everybody as a result will benefit. Not just my compatriots, of course, but I think many people around the world will understand how different in Iran, a different Iran could be for all of us.
We know that President Trump is currently considering the use of a bunker buster bomb on the...
Yeah, this is before the attack. You know, I think that will be a great action if the American and the Israeli work together. They should not stop attacking this regime until it's weakened totally, and then people will uprise and take over the government. And this guy, he will be a great friend to Israel, a great friend to America, a great friend for everybody. So Iranian, they will have a nice life, peaceful life. We are not against them to have army. I mean, they have the right to have army. They have the right to defend themselves. But then Israel will not be their enemy anyway. Israel will not be worried about Iran having airplanes and missiles. The only concern for Israel that those filthy people, they have agenda to destroy Israel, to destroy America.
How many people live in Iran? 99. Okay.
All right?
Yeah, how could you not know that?
Where is this guy coming?
Don't sit around memorizing
Shut up.
relationships. Well, it's kind of rough.
Yeah. Stupid Sucker Carson. I want them to get this guy. Man, I want to take him to the zoo. Let me call Netanyahu, ask him if he can get me Ahmadinejad. Ahmadinejad, he claimed in Iran there's no gays. And I assure you, all the mullahs are homo. There's no gays in Iran. There's no gays. What are you talking about? In Iran, there's gays. What's wrong with you? But they are the mullahs who do Bachabazi party. They bring a boy. You can type it on the internet. They bring a boy, they put makeup on the boy, he dressed like a girl, and then after that they have sex with him. But there's no gays in Iran. There's no gays, there's mullahs. You are right. Oh boy. Anyway, this is a great news. I know we have a great number of people watching, but I'm not going to keep you longer, guys. I'm going to finish with this. I want to say again, thank you, President Donald Trump. You deserve our respect. And I hope you will continue more, to do more, help this guy to become the king again, you know. As you see, he visited Israel, him and his family, I think this is his daughter. I don't know if this is his wife, I'm not sure, or I don't know, you know. He stopped calling me. I mean, I don't know why somebody, okay, you lost your father, he was the king, he used to call me every day. Why, since your father lost his job, you stop calling? Do you think I'm behind it? He stopped calling me. So I don't know now which one is one. Like, is it that his wife? This is his daughter? Who is he? I don't know. So don't ask me questions. I don't know because he's not reporting to me. He stopped coming and telling me anything about his private information. All right. But later I will let you know because Zibril, he will inspire me. I am the mullah of Allah. Okay. Should we play the song Yalla Ya Nasrallah? Yalla Ya Nasrallah. Follow him, Nasrallah. Batito. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Trump. Thank you. We appreciate what you have done. All right. So, I want to say thank you all for being here. We have enough for today. That's a great news to finish the night with it. Happy Saturday. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sunday. Depend in your country. God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. Remember that. Thank you. God bless. See you soon again.